Hello everyone, welcome to Golden Talks. My name is Jacob Montes, midfielder of RWDM. To become a footballer mostly was through my direct family. Obviously my father and my older brother were my idols, you could say. Growing up, I definitely had an idol, David Beckham, that I used to always watch and try to imitate a little bit. Anytime he got a haircut, I would also try to do the same style when I was younger. And then I grew into the Messi era. Of course, Lionel Messi for me is the greatest player of all time. I think kind of pretty basic things like don't take shortcuts. Obviously, if you want to make football your career, your life, you have to sacrifice some little things, maybe some things that your friends are doing outside of school or something like that. Maybe you need to go train rather than go hang out with friends or go to a party when you get older or something like this. So my first professional goal was probably the best experience that I've had as a footballer. Given it was a last-minute goal. We won 4-3, I believe, back in 2021. That, and then also, I have to say, in the quarterfinals of the NCAA championship for my school, Georgetown University, I scored a free kick as well that tied the game, and we went on to win. And that year was the first year that we won the national tournament. I think one when I was growing up that I was able to train with, I used to play in the Portland Timbers Academy. It was Darlington Nagbe. I was just a little bit in awe of the way he controlled the game from deep, and yeah, I kind of based my style off his a little bit. And then the second one I would say is Carlos Eduardo, obviously at Botafogo. He's an offensive midfielder, he likes to create, and yeah, just he really kind of amazed me a little bit in training sometimes with, yeah, I thought he was a phenomenal player. I think European football, maybe in Belgium at least, maybe is a little bit more physical, could be more direct depending on the team you're playing. I think especially in Brazil, there's a lot of technical players with lots of quality, you know. And then one thing about Brazil that I noticed really is the passion from the fans in Brazil, especially. It's kind of like a live or die situation. I mean, both lead to goals, right? So for me, it's the same, really. Either one, as long as the team gets the win in the end, I think is the most important. So, well, I would say Messi, but I would have to work on my Spanish, of course, a little bit. If it wasn't Messi, I would say David Beckham because he was my idol growing up as well. But yeah, one of those two, just because of how much I've learned by watching them in videos on YouTube and things like that. So yeah, my first experience at RWDM was a 6-month loan in which I didn't get a lot of playing time through injuries and things like that. But I think from the time that I was here before to now, it's definitely, you can see the evolution, I think, even in the training pitch, the facilities. Obviously now we have things in the locker room that we didn't have before, like sauna, cold tub that kind of can just excel the progress of the players. To take care of their bodies, to eat right. Now we have a nutritionist, we have physiotherapists that really allow the players to have their full capability and to play at the highest level that they need to. And the club, I think the thing that hasn't changed from then and now is just the philosophy of the club and the culture of the club, in which obviously the coaches, the players are all very welcoming. It was kind of just a move that made sense for me at the time. Obviously, going through injuries in Brazil, not getting a lot of playing time. Coming here I'm looking at kind of a rebuild year after a long time not playing. And now, obviously this year I've been playing more and I want to keep progressing. So the decision to come back was an easy one for me, and living in Belgium has been an easy transition. So yeah, it was definitely kind of just a decision that I made for me in my career to continue to develop and play at a high level. Right now, Kwesi Poku, obviously he's Canadian, I'm North American, so our English kind of helps us communicate a lot better. But yeah, he's definitely a guy that when he arrived, we kind of, obviously we were able to communicate really easily. And he's a big believer in Jesus Christ and God, and as I am. So that was kind of a bonding element as well. There's actually a few. Christ, the center back, he's the joker. I think it would have to be Ibra, just because he's so athletic, he's strong. Yeah, I think he would be able to get the job done. So whether it's American football, maybe basketball or something like that. I mean, we don't have it too much here, but when I was in Brazil and obviously back home in Florida, I would like to go relax on the beach and go in the water and stuff like that. But other than that, I do enjoy playing Fortnite a lot.